Okay. So if you have any question, just ask your question. Okay. We have one question that when you have an assembly, so all going to open an assembly. Okay, here is the assembly. Now you can see uh, if I rotate the assembly, okay, close. Now if I go to the save, file, save, it will show an error. Okay, model is not regenerated. So what you have to do is just go here, or you can just go here, down here, and regenerate the model. Okay, after that you can just click on the save and the part will be saved. So to join the square part, when you insert the square part, like here, to add it, so you have to assign different two sets. So to delete everything first. Okay, this is the component. Now you have to define two sets. So first will be the pin joint with one axis like this one, and second will be the translation from here to the clicking phase here. You can see this is coincident, but it can rotate around the axis. So to control the second, you can see here this is the new set. Apply the new set. Go to the general directly. Select the sensor to sensor, and you will see the part will be coincident and connection definition will be coincident. Click OK, and here we have the calculation like that. You can now drag the component like that. Okay, any other question? Any question? So going to start with the next session, that is the drafting. So how to create drawing of the part that we have created. We will cover it. We will cover the drawing in two sessions. In first session we will create the drawing of a part, and in the second session we will create the drawing of the complete assembly. No, there is no such condition. You can select other relations also, but if you don't have uh, appropriate references, then you have to select the general. You can see that if I go here, okay, I can select pin also, but in pin you have to define the second relation. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to delete this one, new set. The new set I'm going to define is pin. So for pin, you have to define the two relations like that. Okay, and the axis will be defined with the two. Okay, so you can see if I apply the constant here, connection definition is complete now. So sometimes you will get this error. You can see we have some error here that is 0.00025. So you can apply the distance also. Click OK, and now try to drag the component. You can see the component can be dragged. So there is no such condition that you have to apply the general, but in the pin joint you have to apply two relations, two references. Okay. So in general you just have to select one reference and the part will be put inside. So the next session is for the next module we are going to cover is the drafting. So go to the new file. Now here is the drawing right here. You can create a drawing from here. Simple options again. Use the template, find the name, click OK, and here is the new dialog box. Okay. First of all, I'm going to exit out from this drawing. Okay, like that, and I'm just going to open a single part because today we are going to cover only single part drawing. I'm going to show this part only. So you have to open the part first. So select the part, open the part, and now go to the drawing from here. Click OK, and now you can see the model is directly selected in here. If you don't open the part, you have to select the model from the browse menu like that. Okay. So it is easy to just select the part because to set the views, we have to open the part again. I will show you some different views from here. So the first option is specify template. If you want any template, you can select template from here. Okay. Right now, I'm going to use only the empty sheet with no template. The orientation will be the landscape and sheet size will be A4. Okay. Click OK, and we have a new file right here. Okay. You can see this is the sheet right here. We have a sheet 1 of drawing 0001. The name is this one. We can add multiple sheets, but right now we are going to just work on the one sheet only. You can see the model tree is also here. Now we have some tools here that is for the layout for the drawing, and the sheet property can be seen here. The scale is 1, type is part, name is bracket, the name of the part is bracket, and the size is A4. If you want to change, you can double click and the properties will be in front of you like that. If you want to change the scale, you can change the scale of the sheet also. Right now, I'm going to use the scale to 1. Okay. So how to insert a view inside this sheet? This is the sheet how to insert a view, how to create multiple views of your model. So first of all, we have option here that is model views. From here you can see there are two options, general view and drawing model. From drawing model you can insert, you can open a part from here and you can insert a different model. But right now we have the model already. So we are going to use the general view model. Okay. So to insert a view in the drawing, just have to select the general view from here. Now you can see we have some options here. This is for the stage, combined stage. Right now we are not going to cover the combined state. I'm just going to select the no combined state also. Okay, I will show you what it means, the combined state, the default all and everything in the next class. But right now we are just going to cover the no combined state means we are just going to insert the simple like orthographic isometric like that. Okay, if you don't want to see this menu, just click here, do not prompt, and you will not see any menu here after that. Click OK, and now where you want to place your, you can see that it is asking for select center point for the drawing view where you want to place your drawing. You can just click on that location. Okay, so when you select the component, the drawing scale, the sheet scale will adjust automatically. You can see here, down here, the sheet scale is now zero point 0.5. Because if you select the one scale, the object will be bigger and we will not be able to place all the views inside the sheet. So it will adjust automatically according to the part you insert here. Okay. So here is the component. Now we have some option. We have the dialog box for the drawing view. You can select some setting here. So I'm going to define again how we can do that. So just go to the views, model views, select the general view. Okay, select the no combined state and click OK. After that, you just have to choose the location where you want to insert your component. I want my component somewhere here. Okay. After that, we have the drawing view option. From here, you will set everything from the for this view. You can change the view type. Like I want to see the front view. You can see that view type. We have the orientation here. Like I want to see the front view. So click apply. The view will be on the front. You can see that this is the front view. You can change that to right. Change that to top like that. First of all, I'm going to use the front view. Okay, if you want to use the standard orientation, select isometric from here for the standard orientation. Click apply and see we have the isometric view. Okay, like this you can insert the view directly. Okay, after that, what name you want to specify this? So this will be the isometric view. Okay, click apply. So you have specified the name, you have specified the view from here directly. You can see we have some methods. View name from the model. Okay, the view name will be inserted from the model. If you want to specify some reference geometry, you can create a new view right here, or you can define the angle also. We will cover this option later. Right now, we are just going to use the view name from the model. So define the view, select the view according to your need. Right now, I'm just going to use the front view. Okay. If you double click, the menu will be back. Just select the double click, press the double click, and we will have the menu. So define the view name, whatever you need. Okay. So apply, click OK, and here we have view. Now you can see this view. You can not move this view right now. Okay. If you want to drag the view somewhere to the other location, you will not be able to do that because currently this view is locked. Where to see? Go to this option. You can see the lock view movement is on. To turn this off, you can see we have some points. When you see these points, the view can be movable. You can just drag it like that. Okay. So when you are done, just right click. You can lock view movement, or you can select this one also. Lock for view movement. Like that. And after inserting a single view, you will get all the options here. Everything will be enabled. So now we have the other option, like I have a view here. Now I want to create a projection. I can do that. But first of all, I don't want to see it in the 3D. I want to see it in the line or the wireframe. So go to the double click. Now go to the view display. Okay, the view display. What type of display you want right now? In the view display, you can see the display style is follow environment. What do you mean by that? Follow environment? It is following the environment that we have selected in the file from here. Okay, currently we are seeing in this view. So go to the wireframe. Okay, save the file and switch back. You will see it is following the environment. Now you can see we have the wireframe now. Okay, if you want some other view style, you can just go to the view style and use accordingly. Like I want to see no hidden, I want to see hidden line, I want to see hitting with edges. Okay, whichever you want, just click apply and the component will follow that. Okay, any question till now how you can apply some display option? Okay, so use the view. In most of the cases, we will use the follow environment, but sometimes we can use the hidden type. In drafting, mostly the hidden type is the best option because it will show the hidden objects in the faded color like that. Okay. After that, we have some option here. Just leave that option by default. Don't select anything. I will show you after some time when we get to the other views what this means. Right. Right now, I'm just going to use the display type to be hidden and OK, and here is the view. Okay. So how to create its projection. If you click on it, we have the flyout menu. You can see we have a projection view option here. We have a display of annotation like dimensions, and we can edit the properties right here. Okay. So just select, you will get all the options here. Okay. Erase view means delete, not going to erase this one. And move to other sheet will be covered in the next page, and we have the multiple. So right now I just want to create the projection, so I can click here, or I can go here the projection view. I can select. You can see that the selected view is this one only. So if I go to the upside, this is the top view. Okay, and select again this one. From here also you get the right side view. If you want to create a isometric view, you cannot do that from the projection. To do that, you just have to go to the general view, click OK, and click anywhere and use the view, render, isometric, and apply. Okay, click OK, and here is the view. You can see that. Okay, now I want it to be in the 3D, so go to the property, go to the display. Right now it's on the follow environment. You can do that the shading, the value, apply, OK, and here is the, like that you can just create your different views. Now I can see that the sheet is bigger, the views are smaller. So how to change the size of the view? If you want to change the size of some particular view, you can go to the edit. Now we have the third option, that is scale. So right now you can see the default scale for sheet is zero point 0.5, which is using the sheet scale. But if you want to insert your custom scale, you can change that scale to zero point 0.8 or zero point 0.1, whichever you need, like that. Click apply, and all the views, the projection view including, will be updated according to the scale. Okay, so select the view, select the scale, select any property you want to change, and here you can see that the scale is written here because this is different to the sheet scale. We have the sheet scale zero point 0.5, we have the document scale that is 8.8, so the scale will be 8. If you want to change, just press double click, okay, and you will get the value here. You can change to 0.6, 0.8, whichever you want. Like that, you can now update the scale from here. So it is better to use only the scale for sheet only. Okay, so just go to the scale here and update the scale, so everything will be updated according to your need. Okay, use the scale, custom scale, if you want to create a scale to only a single part, a single view. Okay, like I have a detail view. If I create a detail view from here, okay, create a detail view, we have to just select the view. Okay, select the point like that, and we can just create a shape. Which, where do you want to show the detail? Okay, like that. Okay, wait for a second. Okay. So you just have to intersect the lines, and you will have a circular shape here, and you can see this is detail one. It is asking for where you want to place that detail view. I want that somewhere here. So you can see we have the detail view with a label that this is the detail A. You can see detail A. So scale of the is increased here, because in detail view the scale will be doubled. You can see here this is the 0.8 scale, so this scale will be 1.6. You can change that scale from here. Okay, and just go to the 2 or whichever you need. So like that, in these cases you can change the scale. Okay, now you can move this component like here, and after that you can just right click and lock this position, and it will be So now we have seen that how we can insert a view, how we can create its projection, how can we change the properties, the displays, and how we can insert the scale also. Okay, any question in the topic? Any questions? Okay. So next option is that now we have set everything. Now the next option is that I want to create another view, that is auxiliary. So what do you mean by auxiliary? Basically, the auxiliary view is a view when you want to see from at a angle, at a different angle, like I want to see it from this angle. Okay, normal to this face or normal to this face. So to create that, we have the auxiliary view here. You can select that. Now it is asking for select a line or edge. Now you can see I have selected a line. Now it is asking for the placement. Right now I'm just going to place it outside. So why we use the auxiliary view? So you can see we have a circular entity here. Now I want to show its diameter. Okay, so how we can show that? We can show the display, but that will not be the diameter here. I want to show the circle properly, so here you can see we have the shape from this view, and if I go to the double click, go to the view display and use the hidden type. Okay, you can see we have the circle here. Now you can show the display, show the its size in this view. Okay, to see a to create a new view at an angle, you can use the auxiliary. Okay, so again, if you have any angle you want to make the view according to that, you can just select the auxiliary view from here. Just have to select the edge and the placement where you want to define that, and here we have the auxiliary view. You can change the view display, that is to hidden, apply, okay, and here is the view. You cannot move it right now, so lock position, you can see it has an alignment. It will not move anywhere else. It can only move only in this direction. Okay, any question? So if you want to break the alignment, you can see this is aligned. If you want to break the alignment, now I want to place it somewhere else. So how to do that? First of all, I'm going to decrease the sheet scale, that is from zero point 0.8 to zero point 0.5, so that I can adjust some more views here. So right now I'm just going to adjust the views like that. Okay, and I want this to be placed somewhere here like that. Okay, so now this is my view. I can move it like that, but I want this view to be somewhere here. So to do that, just select. Now in here you can see we have the alignment at the last, and there is the option align this view to the other view. So uncheck that, click apply, click OK, and now you can move your view like that. Okay, so this is the break alignment. Now we can create the auxiliary view also. Get it? Okay. So these are the main views that we use in the drawing. After that, we have left with the another view, that is the section. The main thing is section. If you want to create a section view, how you can do that? In Creo parametric, you cannot create a section right here. You have to import the section view from your file. So to do that, just go to the file. Okay, and right here I want to create a section. So I have shown you to how to create the section. Go to the view. We have a section option here. We have the planar section. Like I can select the X direction. Okay. After that, I can select the size. We have the Y direction. Okay. And we have the Z direction also. The Z direction. If you want to select a particular face, a particular plane, like I want to select according to this face, we have the planer, select the plane, and you can create the section according to this one, like that. Okay, and you have another option that is offset section. You can create a section somewhere offset. So to do that, like I want to create a section here, so to do that you have to create a sketch. So I want to create a section that is somewhere like this one, and from center that is this one. Okay, so I want to create a section like this one. Click OK. Now you can see the section is half from here and half from here. So this is the manual section that you can create. You can flip the direction like that, but I need this one. And if you want to insert the hatching here, you can add from here. You can see we have the hatch here. Okay, if you want to change the color of the hash, you can, sorry, this is the color for background. You can change it from here. Okay, click OK, and here is the section. Now, if you go to the drawing, now if you go to the insert a view, general view, okay, where you want to place, I want to place it here, but I want a section view, in which case I want this view to be from top. Okay, I want this to be from front. Apply. So to insert the section in this view, now go to the section. We have the section option here. Which section you need? I want a 2D cross section. Now go to this plus. It will add the section, and you can see we have a section here that we have created in the model. So click apply, click OK, and here is the section for that. Okay, if you want to change the display style, you can do that. Just go to the okay. We have only the wireframe type in this section option. You can select that from here, hidden or wireframe, whichever you need. I need the hidden. Okay, apply. Okay, and this will be the section. You can see the text is here. You can use that. You can edit that also if you don't want to see this one. Okay, so this is section like I want to specify this is section A dash A. Okay, so the name will be imported directly from the view. Okay, so if you type anything, it will not be updated. Okay, so to edit the name, you can just go back here, and we have the section here. Go to the right click, and we have the rename option. I want to specify this is A dash A, and go to the drawing. You can see we have this section. The text we have written here will also be inside. So I just want to delete this one. Okay, it has a relation that is preventing it from showing that the name of this section. So I just go to the delete, and I can insert a text here also. Okay, if you want to specify some name, you can go to this annotate area, and there will be a note. Okay, there is the note. You can specify a note somewhere here. And this is section A dash A, like that. Okay. So what if you want to show the section line that this section is from here? So to do that, we have to show the line. So I go to the properties. and in the section, okay, so we have this arrow display. Now where you want to show that arrows, I want to show that arrows somewhere here. Click apply, click OK. Now you will see we have the arrows here, that is section A is from these points. Move the display according to that. We have this one. So I don't want to see this one. You can delete that. Okay, actually the name is A dash A. So if you go to the bracket, if you name this only A, okay, go to here, you will see this is section 8 dash A. Okay, so if you have any question, you can ask them. Okay, so I think many of people have question, you can ask them. Okay, then everything you have got till now. So these are the main options. In this way, you can create your views. You can see we have created a section. You can create multiple sections inside the part. Okay, and you can insert the that section right here directly. So what if you want a view, a custom view? You want to create a view that is according to. We are going to cover the title block also. First of all, just how to create a custom view if you want to insert a view according to your need. So first of all, go to the part. Everything will be related to this part here. Okay. So I want a custom view. So to do that, you have the view manager here. Okay. In that we have the orient, means the orientation. In that you can save any custom view. Like I want to see this view. Set it according to your need. I want to see this view. Okay. So this will be my custom view. So to set this view, we have the option here for new. We can name this like 3D. I want to name it 3D. Okay. Click outside or click enter. Here we have the new view, that is 3D. Close from here, you can see we have the views here. We have the back, we have the top, everything, and we have the 3D also. So now if you go to here and go to the general view, okay, create a new view, you can see that in the orientation we have the 3D also. Apply OK, and this will be the 3D view. If you want to see the section, you can also do that by just inserting the section here. Okay, this is the 2D cross section. Okay, if you want to see the part. Okay, right now we don't have the 3D cross section in this view. Okay, so till now we only have the 2D cross section, so we cannot see that 3D till now. Okay, I will cover in the next section, in the next session, when we are going to cover the assembly, that how you can create the 3D cross section also, the 3D section also in the view. So right now you can see that we have this view here, the 3D. Click OK, and this will be your the custom view. Okay. So after creating everything, now we have left a single command, that is how we can insert the layout. Okay. So to use the layout, when you open the file, okay, when you open the file, you have to select empty with format from here, and we have the formats here. Okay, if you don't see your format, just go to the browse it will prompt a folder.
Is
Yes.
there any way to generate view automatic in third angle projection or first angle projection?
Okay, wait for that. Okay, so to import the format, just go to the empty with format, go to the browse, and we will have some formats here. Okay, like we have this E format, D format, some specific names are given. Click open. Okay, now click OK. We have the file here. You can see a file here with some format. Okay, so like this way you can enter or insert a title block or a format inside the sheet. Okay, so to see the properties of the sheet, you can just go to the properties from here. The size is E. E size is right now is in inches, and in millimeter it is triple one. I think it's A0 sheet size. Okay, so this is some standard size. Okay, I will show you how to set the sheet size, how to change the sheet size in the next session, or right now just look here. The format is E. I can choose like A3, A4, whichever I need. It's okay, and we have the sheet here. But the format is according to the sheet size, the E, so that's why it is not showing right now. Okay. So I will show in the next class how you can do that. Okay. So go back now. So now you can see if you want a format sheet setup, you can insert that from the new file. Okay, and you can use that. After that, you have to insert the views inside that. Just going to use sheet. I'm going to create some views. I'm just going to create a sheet with a template with some size from here. With format, I need the format to be much else. Okay, we only have some standard A, B, C like that, so I'm going to use the D. Open. So click OK, and we have the file here. Now you can see the size. Double click. The size is B, and it is 34 by 22. So I think it's A2 sheet. Okay, according to the size, because the standard size for A4 is 210 by 297, and A3 will be 420 by 297. Like that, we have this sheet. It's like A1 or A2, something like that. So after that, go to the general view, insert your views where you want to insert. You can see, I think I have a file open in the assembly. So you can change the file also, whichever you need. Right now you can see this is the model tray. We have the assembly here. I don't want this one. Okay. So I want to insert a new file. So go to the open, add model. I want this file only. Okay. Or I want this file. Whichever file you need, just click. So right now this one. So now you will see only the file I have selected from here. Within here, if we go to the general view, select OK, click here, you can see the format of the file I have selected. So again, set everything from here. I want the front view, okay, and the display I need is hidden, apply, okay, like that, and insert your projections now. So this will be the projection, this will be the projection. Select the view, go to the property. I don't want to follow them, just hidden, apply OK. You can set everything with a single selection like that. Now insert the view you need. I want somewhere here. Standard orientation, isometric, apply OK, and you have the isometric view also. So set everything you need, create the sections you need, and here will be your sheet. Okay, any question? How to set the sheet? Okay, to create this manually, we will have to do a lot of work. So we have directly standard. I will show you in the next class what can be done to create the manual. I will show directly in depth because it will take some time in depth to create the sheet. Okay, so to change the size, I have A4 or A3 preview. Okay, we have the size, but that will move everything out. So this is the sheet. Like this way, you can create now. Just to save the file, how to save the file? You have the save option. Okay. Now you can see the file name is this one. Where you want to save this file? Okay. Always save your file first, the drawing file. After that, you can print this file to PDF also. Okay. So to print it, we have the control P option where you want to print it. So we have the PDF creator. Okay, that's okay, and you will have the file. Okay, it will take some time to create the PDF. Where you want to save that file, just define the location. I want to save that in the desktop. So here is the file. It will open automatically. You can see we have the file here. Okay, so I have not selected any settings. That's why it is in the landscape. You can convert that to portrait also. Sorry, portrait to landscape also. So we have all the options here for the printing. We have the size, which size you need. So right now you can see this is the D size. We have the orientation. We need the landscape orientation. Okay, or the portrait, whichever you need. So landscape will be orientation. After that, fit to window. Everything will be fit. The scale can be selected from here. The format you want or not. We have the format here. So offset, if you need any offset from the side, we can add some offset, like I want to offset of 5 on both sides. Okay. So these are the options. This is the quality option. Leave everything. Okay. Just go to the preview. You will see this is the preview right now. So you find that 0 and we have this field in between. This is the preview now. Okay. So offset value, the 5 is very large for this sheet. So that leave everything, just select the file, go to the control P, just select the print and select the PDF creator directly from here. Just click OK and save the file. This is the simple method to create a PDF. Okay, any more questions? Okay, so the last thing we have left, how to insert the dimensions inside the part, how to define the dimension, the value. To do that, we have the annotate tab here. Okay, now we have this option here, show model annotation. You can create a dimension like that from here, but we don't have to create. We have all the dimension defined in the file in the 3D, so we can just import that directly from this show model annotation. Okay, so we have the dimensions here. Just select the view where you want to create the dimension, and everything, all the dimension from that view will be inserted. Select which dimension you need. I need this one. Okay, so I need this one also. I need this one and this one also. Okay, after that I need this overall dimension here. Okay, I don't need all the dimensions now. These dimensions are not available. visible for me in this view. You can see the dimension I have selected turned in the blue color and they have the tick on them from here. So if I click apply and click cancel from here, the dimension I have selected are now inside the view. I can just move them like that, select the dimension like that and drag the location. So in this view, in this way you can create your dimension. Now I want to insert the dimension in this view. You can see we have the dimension all over again. So I need this one, I don't need this one and this one. Just click apply and we have the dimension. Again go to the root and select this view. I need only this one dimension. I don't need this one. Sorry, I need this one only. Apply. So we have the dimensions here. So you can see we have this 1.2 for this. We have internal hole. Okay, we have the overall value. Okay, we have everything right here, but we don't have the curve or the fillets option right here. So for that we have to create a section view. We have to create multiple views, or you can insert the dimension directly from the feature from here also. Like I don't want the dimension right now, like that. Go to the model item. You can just select. Okay, go to here. I just want the dimension from this extrude. So right click and show model annotation. You will see when I created this, I have created these dimensions only. So I can choose those dimensions whichever I need and click apply. Okay, I can select this one, show model dimension. Okay, select whichever you need and I need all these. I don't need this one. Okay, I don't need. Okay, I need this one. I don't need this one. So select you need, apply, and now select the last one, show model annotation. So you can see we have some values. I don't need this one. I need this 1.8, this 1.2, apply. So in this way, okay, I have to select the dimension also like that, apply, okay. So I don't need this one, I can just leave that also like that. So in this way you can insert your dimension whichever you need. If you want to create a dimension, you can just select here, select it and create the dimension where you need. Okay, so we have the dimensions also. But
So can you
to
repeat this command? How to insert dimension?
how to insert, we have a single button here, show model annotation. You can define all the dimensions from here. Okay, there are two ways. First is you can click here, select the view where you want the dimensions and the dimension will be there. I don't want these two. Okay, so I'm going to define the dimension to this view. So we have the dimension here. So select whichever you need. I need this one. Okay, I need this one also, and I need this one also, and this one also. I don't need this one. So click apply. You have all the dimension I have selected. Okay, go to the model item again. Select the view. Select the dimension you need. I need all these. Okay, you can just select all here or deselect here. It's on you. So select all. I just don't need this one. I just don't need this one also. So click apply. So here we have the dimension. Again, go to this view. Okay, we only have single dimension. I don't need that. So there are the dimensions. You can select it from here or you can specify by the command from here also. So you can see I have used the extrude command, so its values are being selected right now. Okay, any question? So this was it for the day. Now you can see we have the dimension also. If you want to add a note, we have the note here. You can just type anything you want with that. Okay, if you want to change the property, it's like the word. You can change the font from here, whichever you need. You can change its size. I want that to be 0.2, bold, italic, everything we have here. So like this way, you can use the note command to add some text inside here. Okay, and the other things will be these are the metrical tolerances. Tolerances are not covered in this training, but we can add the tolerances from here. We can add like a datum feature from here, like that. Okay, so these will be covered in a separate training for the DDNT and for the drafting complete. So in this session, we have the drafting. In that, we have to cover how to create the parts. I'm sorry, how to create the views from a single part, how to create the views of an assembly, and how to create the bill of material and the balloon. Okay, if you have any question in creating the views or labeling this drawing, you can ask that.
In the SolidWorks, there was a wrap command. Is there have any command like this?
We have some commands here, but they are not in the directly in the part. Okay, you can see the solid in the SolidWorks we have command directly in the feature, but in the Creo we don't have that command in front. We have the wrap also. If we go to the file, we have a command here that is here. Okay, wait for a second. Okay, here is the wrap. Okay, this is the wrap. This is the wow. We have the command here. For that, just go to the placement, create an object like that, define the value. Okay. I have to reset my software. I have some missing uh, options. So after that, create a plane outside. Now create something here. I want to create a shape, like a plot. So print everything inside. I want to print this one. So we have the option for the wrap. Okay, here you want to wrap. So this one is the sketch. You can see we have the wrap here. Okay, grab the wrap. You can do that. Any other question?
Extrude this drawing, sir.
Okay, what?
Can we extrude this drawing?
This shape cannot be extruded simply. If you go to the extrude, you can see you cannot select this one. We cannot extrude a curve. We can extrude only any sketch from a flat plane. We cannot extrude from a circular plane.
If we had to emboss or deboss, then how will we do, sir?
There is, we cannot do it from here. We have to do that manually with the help of some surface, or we have to extrude it from the center and we have to cut that from outside. In simple option, we don't have this one. We have some relations here. Okay, we have some relation here. We can add the relation and we can create any geometry. We can create a spiral geometry revolving around its axis. We can create anything, but for that we have to learn how to work with the relation. you have to create some relation from here, some parameters from here. So for that you have to know the script, how to create some program. Okay, you can create anything from here, but for that you have to know the script of this software. Okay, any other question? Okay, so this was it for the session. Right now, first thing we are going to see is the assignment. So we have here an assignment. In that you can see this is a simple product. You have to create this product and you have to create its views, all the views. You have single point here. All the views you have to generate and you have to label everything. Okay, it's a very easy assignment. Just create this one, and in the next we will have the complete assembly. You have to create an assembly and create all the parts of that assembly. Okay, I will show you in the next how to edit this one, how to label everything properly. Got it? Okay. So wait for a second and take the attendance. Okay. Okay. If you have any question, you can ask, or else we are done with this day. Thank you. Okay, we have a question here with second how to show arrows. Okay, the arrow can be shown in the section view. To show the arrow like this one, we have the option. So select the view. Okay, select the section. In the section, scroll it. We have the option here, arrow display. Select the view where you want to show your arrow. Click apply. You will see the arrow for the section will be shown in this view. Click OK and there is it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.